Hey guys! So today I filmed this pretty natural-ish Valentine's Day makeup tutorial for you. It's using the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette. I really wanted to use this. I thought this would be so cute for a Valentine's Day look. So it's pretty like basic, kind of shimmery, neutralish eyes, a nice glossy lip, nothing too extreme going on the face. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you want to see something a bit more dramatic for my next video, just give this video a thumbs up. And I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and I will see you next time. Okay, so I'm going to do my face first, just because we're not going to go very heavy on the eyes. I'm going to take the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Just do a couple of sprays of that. So for foundation, I am going to use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I am currently in the shade 8. I can go, I don't know, like a shade or half a shade lighter, but this works. I'm just going to shake it up really well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take about a pump and a half and just apply it to my face. I'm applying it in a pretty thin layer at first. I'm going to take the Real Techniques complexion sponge. Now, when you're doing like makeup for things like Valentine's Day or I don't know, a special event or anything like that, I would definitely stick to products that you know work on your skin, that you like the way they look. Okay, now just in areas where I have a little bit more pigmentation, I'm just going to take some extra foundation, just a very light layer, and just go over those places. Now I just want to conceal some blemishes on my skin, so I'm taking the Mercier Secret Camouflage concealer in the shade SC5, and then spot conceal. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and conceal my under eye. Now if you have like darker under eyes, I would say go in with like a bit of a color correcting concealer. Mine is just a highlighting one. This is the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay in the shade Medium Neutral. And I am just going to lightly highlight underneath my eyes and on the side of the nose. And then a little bit on the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and on the cupid's bow. And then again with just a Real Techniques sponge. I take a little amount of concealer. If you want to go in with more, if that suits you, go ahead and do that when you're highlighting. I just don't like the way it looks when I go in a bit heavy-handed. So I just kind of took whatever remained on the sponge and took it onto my eye, and that's just going to help me prime for the eyeshadow as well. And then taking whatever powder that you have, I'm taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just going to take a little bit of it on the sponge again and just kind of press it underneath my eyes. I'm not really baking. I'm just going to press a small amount into my under eye to set it. But for the rest of the face, I'm going to take the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light. This is my favorite powder to use if I want to go for that really natural powdered face. Because you don't want to look too cakey if you're going on that special date. But just a little bit of this gives a nice glow to the skin. Now I am going to use this bronzer. This is my first time using it. This is the MAC MSF Natural in the shade Sun Power. Is it Power? Yeah, Sun Power. I've never used this before, and I'm extremely cautious when using it, so I'm going to go in with a very light hand. If I feel like there's any excess on the brush, I'm just taking it off on my wrist so that I don't put on too much. I'm going to use a new thing for highlighter as well. This I recently got, which is the Becca Afterglow palette. And I think I'm going to use Moonstone and Topaz in conjunction with each other to highlight. Now you can go as heavy and as light as you want with the highlighter. I prefer heavy. Just a little bit on the forehead, a very, very light amount on the forehead. And on the nose. And for the Cupid's bow, I'm just going to take my finger. I'm going to use the NARSissist palette for blush. I think I'm going to use this shade for a blush, which is just, I don't know, shade number 3, I guess. Again, I'm just going to pick some up and then kind of dust the excess on the back of my wrist and then just slowly build it up. I tend to keep my blush placement like towards the back because I have pretty chubby cheeks and I don't want to really emphasize them more by bringing color onto them. So for the eyes, I'm using the Too Faced Bon Bon palette, and I'm going to start off with the shade Divinity. And what I'm going to do is just take it from the brow bone to the crease. So I'm going to take the shade Mocha on a fluffy brush and just blend it into the crease in circular and back and forth motions. I'm going to place more pigment on the outer corner and then slowly blend the rest of the pigment coming in. Next shade that I'm going to go in is Bordeaux, which is this nice kind of like burgundy chocolatey shade. And just taking a little, I'm going to start off on the outer corner and then slowly start blending it in. And really just building up that outer corner first and then slowly blending it inwards. The slower you build up the color, the better, just because then you'll get a nice even placement of color on both eyes. And you'll get it blended really nicely as well. Use the shade Cotton Candy, which is this really nice light pink color, on a flat brush. And I'm just gonna start on the inner corner and then take it out to make that Bordeaux shade. And I'm not gonna use too much of this, I just want to lay down a nice light pink shade. And then I'm gonna take the shade Café Au Lait, which is this nice silvery taupey shade, on the same brush and just sandwich it between both the Bordeaux and the Cotton Candy shade. For the lower lash line, I'm going to start off with the Bordeaux shade, and I'm going to take it on a flat brush and just really pack it in close to the lash line. And then taking that Mocha shade that we used as our transition on a pencil brush and just blending out the Bordeaux. And to finish off the look, I'm going to take Satin Sheets, which is the really pretty shimmery shade. I'm going to bring it in to the inner corner. Okay, now I'm just going to curl my lashes. I'm using the Shuamora Lash Curler. And I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar Mascara. I still don't know how I feel about this. And now I'm just going to finish off my lips, and I'm just going to use a gloss. This is the lip gloss from Laura Mercier in the shade Opal. Now if you want to go ahead and change up the lip option, go ahead, and if you want to add false lashes, go ahead and do that as well. But this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. It's a pretty nice, natural Valentine's Day look, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye-bye!